Thursday's Guardian now. And are games gay enough for you, Nick?
Well, it seems more of a question for you, Andrew, but I'll try and tackle it. Meet the gamers, and that's a pun with the word gay, and then like gay like a person. But gay, yeah, see what they've done.
That's actually a really good joke.
Why queer representation is exploding in video games.
They say the Guardian doesn't have a sense of humour, but with puns like that.
I know. The headline could have been Meet the Guardian, to be honest, because it's pure Guardian. It's a think piece about why more and more gay people are getting involved in video games. And, of course, it's great that they are, and they should be allowed to play them, Andrew. I do believe that. I'm not going to try and ban you.
You're looking at a champion of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, really?
I could complete that every time.
You are showing your age there, but
on my Mega Drive.
But my only problem with it, Andrew, is surely gaming is for young right-wing men making dark jokes to each other on the internet and working through their violent impulses in the safety of the video game world.
But that's what you
So it's cultural appropriation for your lot to take it off. Well, not my lot, but people I know.
Look, I don't understand this because I thought my lot played games as well, don't they?
Well, I mean, there are some stories about homophobia and the attitude of chat that you get online. But I don't know, because I've not played an online game. The fact that they're online is terrifying. Why would you not just be playing on your own computer so no one sees how bad you are?
There's a big community, though. They're all interconnected, and people you talk with strangers and you shoot them and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is there's a lot of stuff in this article about representation. Is that I don't need Sonic to have a gay friend.
Well,
he does, doesn't he? He's got
he already,
flames. What is it? No, the little Knuckles. I think Knuckles is gay.
Yeah. Well, basically,
what's the point?
The point is that 21% of people working in the games industry identify as LGBTQ+. And they're going to give more games that are giving players options to remove binary gender selection and all this kind of thing, Andrew. So you'll be represented in the game with your...
Oh, it's so boring. I don't care what sexuality the characters in a computer game are.
You don't want a gay Sonic, is that what you're saying?
I couldn't care less what Sonic does. In his own bedroom, in his own time, it's got nothing to do with the game. I just want him to jump up and get those rings.
The spikes could be an issue.
Anyway, let's move on. Thursday's Guardian. And I should have listened to my pale-skinned, questionably pungent and square-eyed nephew, Steve.
Yeah, back to gaming, really. Video games have no effect on well-being, according to a new piece of research, which I suppose is good, because there are bound to be some people who think, oh, it's rotting, it's new, so it's rotting kids' brains. Any new technology means, oh, misery. Well, they've done an actual study of people actually playing it. Previous studies were self-reporting.
Yes.
This study isn't, and this study says no harm to well-being. So those self-reporting ones, what a cry for help that must have been.
Yeah.
But apparently, yes, if you play computer games, as long as you don't feel like you're obliged to, if you go into it feeling like, oh, this is going to be a bit much, it impacts you. And they also says the findings show that no link between gameplay and well-being. Other than extreme levels, there may be an effect if the player increases playtime by 10 hours a day. You do anything 10 hours a day, it's going to take it out of you.
Isn't this the problem with computer games, really, is their addictive nature and the fact that people waste their lives in a virtual world, Nick?
And that's why this is very silly. It says they have no effect on well-being. They obviously do. If you spend all your time playing games, have no life, unless you're one of those guys who gets paid to play Fortnite and you make millions off it, but they are very, very rare, and most of them don't get anywhere. There's an interesting discussion online the other day between Andrew Tate and a guy called Clicks, who is one of these Fortnite guys. He makes millions off it. But Tate made a very interesting point, that in the real world, if you have to battle and get towards something and you're building towards some sort of status, you learn a lot of lessons along the way. Whereas in the video game world, if you don't make it, you just wasted a huge amount of time. I think there's some argument for that.
But people used to spend hours... Rod Stewart likes miniature train sets. That is a waste of human endeavour, isn't it? At the end of building that, you've built a small train.
I suppose any obsession... I had to delete Robot Unicorn Attack off my phone because I was spending hours a day on it. I was late for work, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't seeing my family. It was really serious stuff. I mean, it's like having a heroin addiction.
And have you got help for that now, Andrew?
I had I had to go through all sorts of therapy.
There's a group.
No, I just
deleted
the game. It's quite a gay game. It's about a unicorn, and it uses an Erasure song as the main song. So,
But because you're in a conspiracy mood tonight, Andrew, I want to point out the problem is when they're saying it's healthy reasons like intrinsic motivation, that's when it's good. When it's said to be, or social fun, when it's said to be bad, is when there's a compulsion to satisfy goals set by the game.
Well,
like you said.
The game.
The game's taking over.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is probably unhealthy. Anyway,